So today's Monday morning, and today I am fully focusing on doing a lot of ad work because recently I went full-time freelance. I left my job last November, so from December until now I've been full-time freelance in my video business, and if I'm being honest, it's been pretty good. I'm loving it so far, but it is quite tough when you first get started. I knew the first year would have been hard. The first thing I have been doing, especially this year, has been trying out some ads, and I've done some Google ads and I've now done some Facebook ads. I've basically put on about £10-ish a day on both of them, so £10 on Google ads, £10 on Facebook ads. Weddings is what I specialize in. It's what I actually enjoy the most. I just like filming the day, and it's definitely something that's I've got my most portfolio in. The one thing that I do like about Google ads though, you only pay per click, whereas on Facebook ads, I think you pay per view, even if that's a swipe. So it is quite tough on Facebook ads, and I'm going to be optimizing that today because I learned some stuff yesterday. Because yesterday I actually went to a wedding fair in Northampton, that's where I'm from, and it was 11 till 3, and that was pretty good. It was good to actually speak to clients. I really like wedding fairs because try and sell yourself there. You get to know them a little bit more. They can see your personality. It's not just like an ad or a website. Like, they can actually see how you are, see like how you're acting, and it's nice to get some conversations going. And I definitely had some good conversations yesterday with a few people, so hopefully there'll be quite a few leads there, but a lot of them are for 2027, which to be honest I think I'd rather have, knowing that the 2026 first year going freelance is going to be tough, and it's going to be quite long, and it's going to take some time to build up that client portfolio. I think a lot of like the ways I can win this year is definitely trying to book a lot of weddings for 2027. I even had some inquiries for 2028 as well, but if I can try and get the 2027 weddings booked in, that'll be good because I can get them deposits coming in, which will help with the income this year. And then when it comes to next year, hopefully I'll have a pretty packed out calendar of weddings. So yeah, the wedding fair yesterday, I can't even remember what I was going to say. That was good, but I actually did learn a little bit yesterday because I met someone there, a videographer there as well, who was also doing meta ads, and I'm going to update my campaign at the minute because at the minute I've only got it to go into my website. What I'm going to change it to is doing an instant form, so they don't have to leave Facebook or Instagram. They can just put their details in there and then send off their email. So I'm hoping that will help. I'm also only going to target engaged couples, whereas I think where I went wrong before was I targeted engaged couples, newly engaged, but I also just targeted people interested in weddings. And I think Facebook, obviously they see that, and they see other wedding videographers and other wedding photographers who are interested in weddings, and they give the ad to them. So I actually think a lot of this ad is going to a lot of other photographers and videographers, which is obviously what I don't want. I'm going to try and optimize this today and try and get a new ad out later. And there's going to be quite a lot of other stuff that I want to do today, and also just in general this week. I also, obviously, while going freelance in video, while I've not got loads of shoots and loads of clients on, I want to create a lot of videos for this YouTube channel. So I'm probably later on, maybe just before lunch or in the afternoon, I might start my next YouTube video. So quick update, I'm still finalising the meta ads campaign, but I actually redone it a little bit because I've actually used a photo of me and Ben, the photographer, because what the meta ads, what we're doing is a little photo and video combo where you can book us both and it'll work out cheaper. So that's like the incentive of going with us basically. And I've actually changed it now to, instead of just portfolio pieces, to photos and videos. I've got like a little photo of us in the corner, so it's more personal, I guess, so they can see who we are. And then I've got the photography portfolio at the top and then my video at the bottom. Then you can swipe and see what's included in it all. So I thought I'll try this out, but I actually didn't realize how like in-depth and techie the meta ads is. There's so much to it, and it literally took me ages the other day. I've got some sort of like a video carousel to show the different combos and what's included and stuff like that. Also, sorry, this is incredibly tight. I actually sold my 16 to 35mm f4 lens, and I've just bought the 16 to 28 f2.8 for the RF, and at the minute I'm using the 28 to 70 f2.8 Canon. So it's still really small. It's a little bit heavy because I got the top handle on for some reason, but yeah, the 16 to 28 is hopefully coming this week, so I will make a video on that soon if you are interested. So I had to shut my curtains because the sun was just absolutely blinding and overexposing me, but I've nearly done this instant form thing now. It's taken a lot longer than I thought, and this is just what like goes into trying to build a business and the unseen things that are not seen on Instagram, if you get what I mean. Not a lot of people show the admin side, the bits that actually try and get you to work and the boring parts of it. And I mean, I've been doing this, I launched this meta ad ages ago, but because I'm trying to do a new one now, I've been doing this for like 2 hours nearly, just researching it on YouTube. I mean, I'm watching this guy at the minute, how to create instant forms on meta ads. Before, it was going straight to the website, whereas obviously if they're scrolling on Instagram, one, they don't want to see an ad anyway. Then they've got to go to a website, read, and then fill their quote out. Whereas this one, instant form, I just want to see it. If they're interested, they put their phone number, email, name in, and then done. And then I've got their information. So hopefully this one works. And it is just all trial and error. This is what like not a lot of people see, like when you do start a business. And if you are thinking of starting a business or going freelance in your video business or whatever what you do, it is hard. I already knew this year was going to be tough, but I'd much rather do this, spend money on ads, not have as much income this month and that month and fluctuate here and there, than have like a full-time employed job where it's just the same thing over and over again. I wanted to build something on my own, and yeah, if you're thinking of doing the same, I mean, yeah, I'll suggest that you just go all in on it, because even though this is quite boring and the hard of it, it's actually quite interesting, and when you do get a lead, it can be exciting. So yeah, I'm about to do this now, and then I'm gonna go for lunch soon because it's well, it's close to 12 o'clock. I always try and have my lunch at around 12 o'clock every day, because I always get so hungry, and I always just like sitting down on the sofa and watching a bit of YouTube for like half an hour. And today I've got these really cool, we've been having these little like frozen protein meals. They're only like £1.75 or something. So we've been having these and they are so nice. So I'm gonna have this now because I'm absolutely starving. I've got my naked protein bar as well. And then later on in the day, I actually, once I've launched that ad, I might start making my YouTube video that I mentioned earlier. So like I said, being a full-time videographer, freelancer, is not all as glamorous as you might think it is. Like after my lunch, I went upstairs and I launched the ad, so that's out now. And I was literally just upstairs on my computer thinking about what to do next, like what video, because I wanted to make a YouTube video. I sat up there and I kind of just was a little bit, not lost, but I just didn't really know what to do. And sometimes, even though I absolutely love my office upstairs, sometimes because I'm in there pretty much all of the time, I can lose the motivation sometimes. Being sat at that desk constantly just isn't good. So sometimes I do like to go out to a coffee shop, get some fresh air. But even something as simple as coming down here and just sitting on the sofa, and I've just started to write my latest YouTube video. So I've done that meta ads in the morning. And obviously, because I want to concentrate on YouTube as well, I thought I'd sit down here and start writing my latest YouTube video, and I've got really into it. This one's actually about practical lighting and how you can like use practical lighting to make your movies or videos look real. And that's what I done for my latest like tech video. I really tried to use motivated lighting to make it look as cool and as real as possible. And I just really want to make this video because I love cinematography, something that's what I want to do in the future, work on movies. I did actually just shoot my first short film last year, which was so fun, and I can't wait to show you eventually when it does get made. And in that film, I used a lot of practical lighting to try and make it look as real as possible. And it's just something that I really want to do, So I've really got into writing this video. I'm really excited to film this now. I definitely want to film this, I think, tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to carry on writing it now. And then I'll probably, when Amy gets back, make some tea later. And then I might do a little bit more later on at night, because that's the beauty of being freelance and working for yourself. Like, you choose your hours. Obviously, you end up working a lot more than your normal 9 to 5, but because it's for yourself, it's so much different. And it depends what you do, but you just love to progress, and it gets to 9 o'clock at night and I want to make another video, or I want to optimize my Google ad campaign, or I want to make a social post promoting my business. And that's just the beauty of it, and that's just something that I like. It normally hits at around, like I said earlier, it was about 1 o'clock after lunch. I hit a slump where I can't really bother to do anything. Now I'm into it, and then I'll stop a little bit, see Amy for a bit, and then if it gets to at night later, sometimes is nighttime is where I love to get my work done. This is just the boring part of being a full-time freelancer. It's not always out shooting, it's not always editing, I don't always have a project to edit. That's why I do love doing YouTube, because when I'm not on a shoot and I'm not constantly promoting my business, I feel like there's only so much you can do on that side of it. So making YouTube content is not only something I enjoy and I want to do full-time eventually. I mean, I am doing it full-time now, but it's also for practice. Like if I didn't make that tech video, I wouldn't have practiced the cinematography of using practical lighting and different compositions to improve my work. And that is only going to get me to improve my overall work, get using my kit more, get practicing it more, and then that will also come across in my client work as well, and obviously just trying to be a cinematographer in the future. So it can be a little bit boring sometimes, even though I actually didn't mind doing that ad earlier. It was quite cool. Hopefully I'll get some conversions from it. I'll keep you updated in the future if I do, but I'm going to carry on now, finish writing this video, and yeah, keep an eye out for it, because I'm hoping this is going to be a pretty fun one. All right, I seriously cannot wait to get this 16 to 28, because 28mm vlogging is not it. This is extremely tight. Anyway, it's currently about 7:10, and I've just had some dinner. And you know, I said earlier, you can pick your hours. Well, I'm now up here. I'm going to do some filming. So that video I wrote earlier, I actually really want to film it because I want to just get ahead, and I'm actually really looking forward to filming it. I want to see how it flows, and then I can get the B-roll on that for it. So I'm going to film that literally after I film this video, and I'm probably going to edit that together as well a little bit if there's time. And then I also want to edit this video, because this little mini vlog that I've done, because really nice thing about it, last minute, is that I just had a quick call with someone I used to work with when I used to do real estate videos, which was really cool, really nice guy, because he might have a potential job for me on, I think on the 19th of March, which is pretty cool, and he's asked me to quote for, so I'm going to quote for that today as well. And then I'm also meeting up with him as well on Friday to go through some potential other jobs with him. So that's really, really cool. Today's just been a pretty weird one. I've already spent like £7 on that Facebook ad that I launched this morning, and yeah, I've not really, obviously not had a lead from it yet. I'm hoping the instant form will help. I'm gonna crack on now and do this filming and do some editing. This is getting quite heavy now, and it will be a lot easier if I have my 16 to 28s, because I've got to put it out so fast. So definitely subscribe so you can see that video, because that hopefully will be arriving this week, because I definitely want to make a video on that. And I'm looking forward to it, because 28mm vlogging is definitely not it. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one.